Hey YouTubers, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to do a quick update video with some new records that I've got. Not a lot, but just a couple new things I picked up over the past week or so, as well as show you some changes that I've made to my music area. I picked up a couple of things and did some rearranging today, so I thought it was pretty cool and wanted to share it with someone, and obviously the first people I thought about were you guys in the VC. So this is some new things and some new setups. This is what's playing in the background. Good old Black Sabbath. Alright, and these are the new finds that I had. And I know the last few videos I keep mentioning about that store credit I have that I've been spending down. Well, after these pickups, I only have $11 more of that store credit, so I pretty much run that dry. But I picked up a lot of good stuff though, so that was a good move in selling those things that I did, or trading them in, I should say. But anyway, these are the pickups. Thin Lizzy, Bad Reputation. And then here's Hank Mobley. I've been picking up quite a bit of his stuff lately. This is the Turnaround. Of course, that's again on that very nice Blue Note reissue. It's a good find, as well as Hank Mobley, High Voltage. This is a really good album too. Side 1 on this is absolutely killer. Very, very good album. And I picked up this 12-inch single, Madonna Frozen. Gotta Love the Girl. And then this is someone I didn't really know. I just kind of saw the cover and caught my eye, decided to take a listen to it, and liked a couple songs on it. It was only $1, so I picked it up. But David Foreman. And then this 12-inch single of Janet Jackson, The Pleasure Principle, back in Janet's heyday. So those were the new vinyl finds. Like I said, not a lot, but kind of whittling down that credit. And then I want to show you the changes that I've made to my music room, or I said music area. And here's the first one, is I picked up these really cool racks. I ended up getting 4 of these, which came from a Blockbuster that went out of business. And there's a guy that owned a little record store in a town that I was working in this past week. And I just saw he had a bunch of them sitting there, and I asked him if he was willing to get rid of any, if he had some extra ones. And he said he picked up a whole bunch of them because Blockbusters were pretty big. And so he gave them to me for $5 basically, and I got 4 of them. So it was a really good pickup. And I do want to mention that too, because one question I've gotten from a lot of YouTubers has been asking me about where I've gotten my shelving for cassettes, LPs, everything. So I just wanted to say that's really the big thing that I do, is every single record store I go into, or I should say maybe everyone that you go into, always make sure you ask the owner if they have any extra vinyl racks or anything like that, because just by initiating that and asking that question, you'll oftentimes be amazed at the stuff that they have stored in the basement or out back, or things on the side of the building they're trying to get rid of that you just never saw. I mean, so again, that's kind of what I did with this, is just ask the guy, and he was like, yeah. So anyway, I'm kind of using it to display some of the framed artwork that I have, just kind of a different way of doing that, as well as a lot of my books here. I have like my heavy metal encyclopedia, and then Encyclopedia of Punk Rock right behind it, 100 best-selling albums, 1001 albums to listen to before you die. So just some of my bigger coffee table books there. And then all my music DVDs I put right over here as well. I mean, after all, this thing was built to hold DVD, so it fits in there pretty good. So that was, like I said, just kind of one little cool addition I really liked. But the one that I really got excited about, that made me want to even shoot this video, was the changes that I made to my little area over here, which you've seen before, but the changes that I made to this wall over here. So as you can see, there's been a bit added to just those 2 shelves, basically all of that. So actually, let me look at it from this side, because this is give you a better view of what's going on. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I kind of used the back of this shelf to display my autographed LPs, and then what I did was I used the other 2 racks that I got to display the other LPs I didn't have, autograph LPs I didn't have room for. So all of those are autographed. That's my 2 Metallica box sets, as well as the 7-inch Jump in the Fire picture disc, and a couple other picture discs right there with Maiden and In This Moment. But just kind of using it as a little display area. And then the same thing with this one over here, kind of using it to display some of the things I keep in my black box, so I can actually, get those out a little bit and enjoy the artwork some, and kind of rotate them around and just kind of use it as a cool display area as well. Of course, I already had these 2 tables. I've just been rearranging them all different kind of ways. If you remember the videos from my music room before last, I should say, these are the tables that my cassettes were sitting on. But anyway, I pulled them out here because I also picked up these CD racks. And again, I got those free. And exact same thing. I was in a different store than the guy that had these, and I just asked, you have any of those extra CD racks that you guys can get rid of? And he was like, yeah, we did some rearranging in the store quite a while ago, and there was a bunch of them that we just took and threw out back. And so we walked around to the back of the building like these were literally sitting in bushes. They were like weeds that had grown around them and everything. Had to kind of like rip them out, and I washed them off and everything. And it's like, free of charge, you can get something that cool. So always make sure you ask, guys. But anyway, so that's why I have kind of all my metal and hard rock CDs in there right now. And I love this because it makes my music area feel more like a music store, which is the feel that I really like to have. There's no place I'd rather be than a music store, so why not have that as a, same thing at home. So those are really cool. And then I also picked up this box right here, and exact same thing, at a different record store, the one where I had the credit. I was in there, and I just asked him, do you have any like little small things for holding records? He went in the back of this cabinet and just pulled out this old raggedy thing that was all dirty. It was painted pink and everything. And the same thing, it's like, yeah, I have this old thing underneath here. You can take that one. And so I brought it home and just painted it with some paint that I had, and wiped it off, and it becomes a really good addition to what I already had over here. So again, always make sure you ask. You can get some really cool stuff that can add great storage to your music room. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. Like I said, after I put it together, I just thought it was really cool, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So as always, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, take care, YouTubers.